All right, this lad in front of us is Miles Deutscher, an absolute machine in the crypto influencer world. He's got 183,000 subscribers on YouTube, 250 videos, but they're not crappy, they're not short, they're really in depth, really well researched. He just must work his ass off because he makes me feel like a strange uncle who throws an 8-minute YouTube video out on something in the market once a week, and he's out here hustling 1 day ago, 4 days ago, 7 days ago, 9 days ago, being super consistent. Look at the times. It's 30-minute videos, 40-minute videos, just amazing breakdowns, and a really inspiring guy. Not only this, he does awesome Twitter threads on some real big trendy crypto topics, of which we're going to go through the meme coin one and how me and you can make money on meme coins this season, because he predicts memes will be one of the best performing assets of this cycle, and he breaks down exactly how we can get a piece of that upside. And then recently, just to rub salt into my wound, he's also launched a new vlog channel where he vlogs his life and his work ethic. Very inspiring guy, and on top of all that, gets awesome returns. Let's go have a look at this one recently in the meme sector. A 14x return on Pepe. He called it here on Crypto Banter's channel. 14x would turn your 10 grand into 140 grand. There's enough liquidity in Pepe to get that out. A very impressive influencer. And although I'm not a meme expert, and I don't actually know if I've made too much money in meme coins, because to me it all seems like vaporware, like there's nothing substantial behind it, which is what most of crypto feels like to everybody. But you have to understand that memes have been one of the best performing assets, and I need to wrap my head around it, and I need to know exactly how we can be making money off this. Because as Miles points out, if you have a look at Bitcoin over the last 1 year compared to something like Pepe, it's just been absolutely crushing it. And even if we zoom in on the last week, as Bitcoin has absolutely just gone flat into the side. It is up a little bit today. We're back up above the $63,000 level, but Pepe has got a 20% gain while Bitcoin is sidelining or going down. And it's like, you'd think that would be unheard of, that a meme coin that's in the billions of dollars market cap is running as the whole market is crashing. But Pepe is not alone in this. Let's have a look. This is top meme coins by market cap, sorted by 7-day change. And remember, Bitcoin is down, or at least flat, over the last 7 days. And you've got these tokens up 268%, GigaChat up 221%, Michi, Popcat, Pepe, the Epic Duck, all up over 100% in a sideways market. There's Joe Coin, Shark Cat, and all of these have decently sized market caps. These are some of the market caps that scare me, where you're like, oh, let me invest into Mogcoin at $742 million. Be like, oh, that just sounds like the silliest thing I could possibly do. But people are investing in this stuff and getting really good results. In fact, this is Mogcoin here, up 14% on the day. If we max it out, you can see it's had a epic run up since June 18th. These numbers are a bit hard to actually comprehend, so we'll leave it there for now. But you can see here, up 125% in the last 2 weeks. So we're going to go through this thread here, which is Miles helping us identify profitable strategies for trading meme coins. And then I'm also going to show you the meme coins that Miles himself loves and buys into. So let's get in, because this is a really incredible thread. So Miles Deutscher says, Pepe has changed many lives after doing a 375,000x in just 3 weeks. Talk about life-changing returns. But you can change your life too. Here's my full guide in finding meme coin gems and trading them for crazy returns. Now at the top, Miles recognizes that this is entirely vaporware. There's nothing underneath apart from the actual narrative, the funniness behind it, and the actual meme itself. It could all go to zero in an absolute instant. So just realize that you're buying a story, a narrative, and the idea that someone's going to be buying it off you at a higher price in the future. So he says, when you buy any token, you're buying it on the premise that someone will buy in the future at a higher price. This is especially true for meme coins, as they rely more on psychological drivers as opposed to fundamentals. But your goal in narrative trading is being there first. So Miles says the goal is to beat the crowd by building positions before other investors start buying. That's how you make money in any token or any stock in the world, is you get in first. You get in ahead of the curve, which is why we love narrative trading and being early, having a piece of information that the mainstream doesn't have, that you know that they'll have soon and make them want to buy this token. And by the time they're buying this token, you're getting out with a nice 10x. That's what we do here on this channel. Miles says, but of course this is a gamble, as meme coins have less fundamental drivers, obviously, than your typical investment. I don't know if there's anything in the world with less fundamentals than a meme token. But this is why we play, because there's a difference between a meme coin and a casino game like roulette. When you bet on roulette spin, the house automatically has a 5% edge on every single spin. That's the zero on the actual board. But when you're investing in meme coins, there are ways to tip the odds in your favor. What if you got to spin on a roulette table and you had a 65 or 70% chance of winning? Or what if you had a 10% chance of winning, but you could win 100x? That's the sort of odds that Miles can help us get if we follow these strategies correctly. So here is Miles' 5-step plan to find meme coins and increase our edge. Number 1, monitor which coins are performing. Look at the top gainers section on a site like DEX Tools so that you can measure which memes are performing from a price perspective. You only want to invest in memes that are gaining momentum. So if we come over to DEX Tools, you can see that you can sort by something like market cap and see the top memes. So you can see that's Mogcoin, the one we were looking at before, Book of Meme, Dog with Hat. You can see what sort of potential or what sort of ceiling they currently have, but you can also see what sort of niche that these things are in and what might pop up next. So you just come over there and sort by market cap to see the upper limit. And if you want to go to new pairs, you can click on that one here and see the brand new degenerate side of the memes, which we'll be getting into a little bit more at the end of the video. Miles then says, verify that the token has a strong culture. Meme coins only succeed if they have a strong community. In this sector of memes, community trumps all other variables. The meme must be funny, entertaining, and easy to understand. Now, Miles then gives us tools to track a token's social performance, such as Luna Crush. So if we go over to Luna Crush, we can see we can paste in this address here of the MOG token, and then it'll bring up the project of MOG, which is attached to this contract address. Now that's taking a little bit to load, but we'll be back together to investigate the social side of the MOG token. But we'll go on to step 3 in the meantime, which is researching the fundamentals, which is kind of funny. We're researching fundamentals in the most degenerate, hilarious niche of the world of meme tokens with almost no fundamentals. But Miles says to ask ourselves, who's the team? Are they docs, which means that are they public? If not, have they shown competence in terms of building hype, the marketing over the actual product? Because a lot of time there is no actual product, it's all just marketing. What are the tokenomics like? Is there dilution to come or burning mechanism? So if there's a burning mechanism, which you can go and visit their website or their white paper if they have one, they'll say if they're actually going to be burning tokens. Now, burning tokens will take supply off of the market cap, meaning each token will then become more valuable if demand stays the same. And if there's dilution to come, like we go over to Mogcoin and we can see here on CoinGecko that it has a market cap of 700 million, but a fully diluted value of 700 million, meaning there is no dilution to come onto the market. If this was something like a $2 billion market cap, it means $1.3 billion is basically going to be printed over a certain amount of time. And that, of course, would be value coming out of your tokens if demand was to stay the same. Now, you also want to make sure that it's not a rug or a honeypot. A rug pull meaning they're going to pull the liquidity out and the whole token's going to come crashing down. Or a honeypot means you can't actually trade out. So you can buy in, but in the smart contract, they say that no one can trade the token out and therefore it's going to go up forever. It's going to look like a really healthy graph. But because there's no actual functionality of trading out, no one's going to make any money except for the people who are scamming. And so Miles says you should run a quick audit on Token Sniffer. So we can come across the Token Sniffer here and then type in the contract address. You can see this is a Mogcoin contract address and it'll pull up the score. And you can see they look for a buy or sell fee. They say less than 5% is good, and they've got a 0% buy and sell fee. It is sellable, so not a honeypot. That's what we're looking for. Analyzes the contract, analyzes the holders, and makes sure that there's not one big dog just holding all the tokens. And then has a look at the liquidity to make sure there's actually enough liquidity in there so you can buy or sell and get out without massively impacting the price. Now, he also says you could run it through bubble maps, which we've done here for the Mogcoin. You can just once again come in and paste the contract address, and it will show you the distribution of tokens by wallet. And what you don't want to see, once again, is a wallet holding. So this is a dead address, which is great. But you don't want to see an address that's not dead holding 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%, unless it's a burn address, which is a dead address. Otherwise, they can dump on the market and bring the whole thing down. This is looking healthy. We can see distributed, basically all of them less than 1%. There's a couple up here above the 1%. And you want to make sure the ones that are above 1% aren't basically owned by one person who's just put them into 100 different wallets. So you want to make sure that they're not linked up here on bubble maps. All right, Luna Crush is still loading, so we'll go on, but once again, we'll be back for that. This point I thought was really interesting because he talks about work out whether you want to follow the leader or play the rotation game. The leader typically has a higher market cap, but is less risky. For example, Doge is the leader of the Inu coins. And now Pepe is the leader of the Frog coins. And he's trying to say, do you want to be in the Doge, which is the multi-billion-dollar market cap? And if the Inu coins are going to be running, Doge is going to be at the front of that. Or do you want to be at the brand new tiny little dog coin that has a $1 million market cap and the potential to 100x if Doge was to double or triple, but of course a much higher chance of going to zero. He was talking about this post from Fabian, who has found it's way better just to invest in longing the leader. So going for the big top dog, which that might be Brett on Coinbase, or that might be, I'm going to show you actually one that Miles really loves on a new blockchain that's going to be really big in a second. But he talks about going for that big dog, even if they have hundreds of millions of dollar market caps, which is not normally where I play, but it is a very interesting data point to read from him. And then finally, he says to follow the smart money. So this is what we do on the channel. We take the biggest influencers in crypto, whether that be Alex Becker, Crypto Go John, people like Miles Deutscher, even House of Crypto, all the up and coming YouTubers and Twitter influencers, and we track their wallets because they're making these awesome plays. And not only are they getting ahead in the knowledge, but they actually have a lot of influence on the market. Think when Alex Becker tweets about a new token that he's got, he can push that market cap. I've seen that pushed hundreds of millions of dollars. So if you know when he's buying instead of when he's promoting it, you're going to do very well. And we have built a wallet tracker to track the top influencers so you can get an alert when they buy or sell. It's all available inside of our inner circle. The link is in the description below. And we're actually just launching our brand new wallet tracker 2.0 this week. So if you are wanting to get ahead of the mainstream and stay on top of all the influencers without having to patrol every single social platform, and also if you want to stay on top of their actions, meaning buys and sells and not just what they're talking about and what they might be shilling, this is the place for you. The link once again is in the description below. And in this case, Miles says you should follow the smart money on other whales and successful meme coin traders. It's someone who's made a 10x in the past week on meme coins. Maybe you should look at what they're buying next because they will be up the food chain from you and obviously have information that you and I don't. So Miles says you can go onto Etherscan and look at early buyers of successful meme coins like Pepe or any token that has done well recently, anything that's got that 10, 20, 30x, go have a look at who was first. And then go to something like DBank to see what else they're buying or what is in their wallet. The other website that does this, that House of Crypto talks about a lot, is Arkham Intelligence. Okay, Lunar Crash apparently takes way longer than I think, so maybe it's not even going to be rendering before the end of the video. I promise you, if it does though, we'll be looking at it here. Otherwise, go and paste the contract in yourself and have a look at exactly what it's showing you. On the social side of things, we're going to be moving on for the meantime into exactly what Miles Deutscher is buying himself. So there's one big token, which we'll go through in just a second, that I'd never heard of before and looks actually quite intriguing. But also before that, he goes through CoinMarketCap, seeing what the biggest movers are, and then basically agrees with this tweet here from Golden Degen. He says, might just full port or get a full portfolio of Pepe, Whiff, Mog, and Popcat, and go away and stop doing crypto while on holiday. Come back 2 weeks later and hopefully have a higher portfolio. Miles Deutscher is like, this is actually at the moment, considering the market conditions or the altcoins, that retail aren't actually interested in the altcoins. Bitcoin's going a bit to the side, and everyone who is considered the sort of mainstream is just getting really excited over these tokens, the dog tokens, the frog tokens, and the cat token. But he doesn't specifically personally endorse any of these tokens except this one here. It's called Foxy. And this was the graph. He was doing a little bit of technical analysis. He was basically saying that the bottom line right here was really strong support for it. And if you have a look at his tweet from April 13th, he was saying that these are the coins that have shown the most strength during a dip. And the dips are where the market shows its hand. And you can see this token in here, Foxy, was one that he listed, as well as a couple of others, but I don't think these other ones are actually meme coins. Zeus might be, but Foxy is the only one I know that's actually a meme coin here. And you may ask, what the hell is Foxy? Well, Foxy is the mascot of the Linea blockchain. Every chain needs a champion, and we like the fox. This is the picture of the fox. Almost looks like a Sonic the Hedgehog crossed with Tony the Tiger. And they're saying that Foxy airdrops for loyal MetaMask users. So that's where the fox comes in. Obviously, it looks a little bit like MetaMask, but they are very importantly saying they're actually not affiliated with MetaMask, but they support MetaMask. So it's sort of like a third-party app that's trying to reward MetaMask users without actually being officially associated. The orange color and the fox is obviously trying to link it up for them, but they are obviously not looking for a lawsuit. Now, Foxy will be available exclusively on the Linea blockchain, a layer 2 network committed to Ethereum and bootstrapped by consensus. Now, if we have a look at what Miles has said about Linea, Linea is one of the most heavily funded chains in crypto, and thus the airdrop is likely to be one of the biggest in 2024. The Linea Voyage campaign is ongoing, allowing you to build up XP throughout the year. The more XP you build, the bigger the airdrop. But they have raised an incredible amount of money and is expected to really ascend up there into the top 100 token. And if you're going with what Miles was saying about just betting on the leader of the tokens, Foxy wants to be the leader meme token on Linea. So if you want to have a look at the Foxy token, you can see it is down a little bit. It's pulled back. It was up here at about 30 cents. Now it's down to 18 cents. However, it was down at 12 cents just, what's that, about a week ago. So it is having a little bit of a run back up. It's at a $53 million market cap, which is not tiny, and a 178 million fully diluted. So Miles says important to look at this stuff, but again, the fundamentals are way less important in the meme market. And if you are a fan of Miles Deutscher and you want to get his wallet address so that you can do your own research into when he buys and sells crypto tokens, we have found it and we are giving it to you completely free. The link is in the description below. It'll be the first link down there. Go and grab his wallet so you can see exactly what he's holding in it. He may have many wallets, but we are constantly on the lookout of wallets from these massive crypto influencers, because then we put them inside our wallet tracker and give you the alerts when people buy or sell. So if you want to be ahead of everyone else, once again, use the second link in the description below and get access to that wallet tracker and our inner circle where we break down these influencers and rising hot, awesome crypto tokens ahead of this massive bull market. We're actually doing a series in there right now where we're looking for the next 100x token, and we're personally putting $50,000 into it, trying to get it to 5 million. So don't miss out on all the fun and the potential money making that is available to you. Come and join us in the inner circle. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.